Alright, I'm here in Vermont with my 1952 REO M35. There's the engine right there. Got the GMC right over there. Got the dog down here, and she's wearing her jacket because it is December. Now, I don't have all of my tools here because they're all in Texas, and even if I did have them here, I probably wouldn't want to bring them all out because it's cold and I wouldn't be working on this truck, except that I have a limited time to do this. So hopefully one of these tools will be good enough to get this bolt right here undone. This tool is too small. What's the matter, dog? This tool is also too small because 9/16 and 14 millimeter are pretty much the same size. So we'll try one of the adjustable wrenches. Unfortunately, the spark plug is right wedged in there, and it's a little hard to get to at times. So a little bit wider. There we go. Now if I can just get it to turn. Let's try turning the wrench around. I was turning the screw on the plug wire, the nut, and the entire spark plug came out. It's got some oil on it and a bunch of other crud. The center seems to be pretty worn down, and of course it was very loose. And the inside of it doesn't look like a normal, normal spark plug. Which means it's gonna be a pain. I'm kind of wondering if there's some kind of special tool or trick to getting these things off, because it's just so tight in there that... Okay, so that's what the other end looks like. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go inside, get the bore scope. I want to look down in the spark plug slot, and then I'm going to bring some duct tape, tape off that, and then I'm gonna bring this and this to an auto parts store and see what they can do for me. I'm hoping that maybe they can get, maybe they can make a custom plug wire that has this on one end and then a normal plug wire on the other end, or actually, well, it would be this end on here, and then a normal plug wire on the other end, and then I can use a normal spark plug. But who knows, maybe they'll have these in stock. I asked Napa, and they had the part number on their website. Well, a part number. It looks like this is a different part number. XMJ20. Yeah, that's a different part number, so maybe they will have this spark plug. But I'll go around to all the auto parts stores and see who has something, or maybe I can see about rigging something up. I don't know, it's just worst comes to worst, I have to buy a new old stock spark plug, very expensive, from the online parts stores. Would you stop it, dog? I'm trying to record. I'll be down in a second. Other than that, that's where I'm at. Okay. Sorry for the vertical filming, but basically that's a bore scope, and it's going right down in the spark plug hole, and I can see what's going on the screen. So, on the screen here, I can see a whole lot. Unfortunately, it's hard to actually see because I'm filming the thing. I don't think this has a memory card, and I don't think it can record. But basically, what we have a lot of black, but we also have a lot of shine. O'Reilly Auto Parts had the right spark plug. I could order them online, so I ordered them. I ordered 3 of them to start with, and had them shipped here. I got them, and I installed the new spark plug in the number 2 cylinder, and I found that the that 3 cylinders 3, 4, and 5, the spark plugs were stuck. I could not get them out. So it was warm enough, so I decided to start the truck up and drive it over to the garage and work on it there. Try some penetrating oil, a few other little tricks to get the spark plugs out. I replaced the 1 and 6 spark plugs, but 3, 4, and 5 I could not get out. The last thing that I had to try that was suggested was to let the truck run and get all the way up to its normal operating temperature, then shut the truck off and try and remove the spark plugs. That was the last kind of suggestion I got. Once I start it up, hopefully I can replace the spark plugs, and hopefully I will be able to get the brake master cylinder open, because that is the other thing I forgot to mention. When I started the truck up to drive it over to the garage, I realized I didn't really have brakes. The brakes, normally they're fairly solid once the air pressure builds up, but the brakes went right to the floor without air pressure, and they weren't much better with air pressure. So I looked through the air system for air leaks. I found 2 very small air leaks, and that is it on the air side. So it has to be low brake fluid in the master cylinder, but I can't get the master cylinder cap off. I will do a video on that, hopefully, when I'm able to get it off. It was a lot of work, but I'll explain that later. So the last thing I want to mention is I did lower the air pressure, so when it starts, it should do pretty well in the snow. I'm still a little nervous. So the normal road air pressure is 45 psi, and it says to lower it to 15 psi for the snow. I didn't want to go quite that low, just in case, so I went to 20 on all of the tires. So all the tires are at 20 psi. Hopefully that'll provide enough traction, because if you remember, there is no front drive shaft installed, so it is not six-wheel drive. But that's where I'm at right now, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.